Hello once again, everyone, and welcome to the Sanctuary. I'm your host, Chris Valentine, aka Cruise Nick X. Once again, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV Online, and we're doing another seasonal event quest that I should have done way back in the day, but I neglected to do it for... Okay, to be brutally honest, I didn't want to subject myself to what was essentially Atma 2.0. Anyways, today we are covering the Yokai Watch event. Now, this year added in a few new features, or at least some new items to the mix, so I wanted to throw those in there, considering this is technically kind of new for this particular iteration of the Yokai Watch event. But most of it is the same for the most part. Anyways, we're basically going to cover the quest, we're going to cover how to get the required items, and we're going to show off the minions and the weapons and the items that come from this event. Hence why I am on my alt character, Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Never get tired of doing that. Anywho-z, afterwards we are going to be moving over to another alt of mine, Senryo Kogane, to show off the minions, and then following that we will be on my main account, Chris Valentine, where we will show off the weapons. Now, in order to start the Yokai Watch event, you are going to need to unlock the Gold Saucer, which you can find the well-healed youth somewhere in this general area of Ul'dah, seeing as how I have already unlocked it. You will not see him in this video. If you wish to see the way to unlock the Gold Saucer, you can check out the video that I will post up in the top right corner, I believe, where it will lead you to when I actually unlocked the Gold Saucer back in A Realm Reborn. But in order to unlock the Yokai Watch event, we will talk to the poor healed youth and complete the quest, a complete game changer. Let's get to it. Urgh! How could I have lost? My strategy was foolproof! Listen, friend, if you have an inclination towards that Lord of the Minion game at the Gold Saucer, I'd say you'd best think twice. I spent a fortune on my critters and had scores of victories to boast. Then some newcomer waltzed up and challenged me. I knew there was something strange about him. An Aura with hair of vibrant hue, glint in his eye, called himself the Maundering Executive or some such. Still, I'm not one to turn down a match, novice or veteran. Hells, I even gave him a head start. But the minions he used, they weren't like any I've ever seen before. They were demons, I tell you! I accused him of cheating, but he said he had petitioned the Gold Saucer to use them for battle. And the little buggers were approved! Needless to say, my beloved team was torn to shreds every time! Seems like anything qualifies these days. I've completely lost my appetite for the game, but if you're curious about these so-called minions, you should head over to the Gold Saucer and take a look yourself. He was still loitering around there when I left. Alright, off to the Gold Saucer. Ah, the Gold Saucer. Never get tired of it sometimes. Anyway, let's find this guy. Ah, there he is. The Wandering Executive. Can I help you? I suppose word has gotten around about this little fellow. I would be delighted to tell you about him, truly, but I'm afraid I'm preoccupied at the moment. I'm waiting for someone who is unreasonably late. Wait. Now that I think about it, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Alternatively, I may have a proposition for you. If you help me out, I will tell you more about my feline friend here. Do you accept? Sure. And the deal is struck. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a tradesman come from far beyond the borders of Eorzea. Though I am a slave to Wanderlust, I occasionally return to my homeland where I manage a sizable company that deals in eccentric commodities. Thus, the locals called me the Wandering Executive, and I wear the title with pride. I am often accompanied by an erudite traveling companion, but he appears to have gotten quite lost on his journey. We were strolling in the twilight of the Black Shroud when he grew excited and scampered off to some sightseeing of his own. He was aware I had some affairs to take care of here, so I thought to let him enjoy himself while I finished my task and stayed in one spot. But he hasn't shown up in hours. Perhaps you could ask around Bent Branch for me and find out what's keeping him. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, my friend is not of my tribe. He's a rotund little soul, white as snow and floats through the air like a cloud. Except if clouds could speak, I would hope they wouldn't be as long-winded as he. Alright, we're off to Bent Branch. Alright, let's ask around. Giamolko?
That sounds like a Moogle, sure enough. Quiet as a mouse when they're hiding, but once they reveal themselves, they never stop chattering. The one I saw a few nights ago was hundreds of yalms away, and I could still hear his voice. I was peering off into the distance, between the boughs of the trees, when I sighted a well-dressed Alrad traveler, with fiery violet hair and a Moogle flying beside him. It was a strange sight, if I do say so myself.
Okay. Let's talk to Aethelthirth. Aethelthirth. How the fuck you freaking... Okay, she sounds like she should be a Rogadine, but I'm not bothering. Anyway, let's go.
Haven't seen anything like that. But it seems too coincidental that there was talk in Gridania recently about an unnatural being that was disturbing the elementals. The Podjals was saying they'd never seen a spirit like it, and feared it would taint the Twelveswood. Seedseer Oap Pessy himself sealed it away near the Guardian Tree.
Near the Guardian Tree, huh? Katha, what else can you tell us about this?
Round white and floats through the air? Are you sure it's a person? Because I'd say you're searching for one of them Moogles. In any case, you'd be out of luck since they only appear when they want to be seen.
Alright, let's go investigate near the Guardian Tree. It is nice that we can fly here now. When this event first happened, we couldn't freaking fly for shit in a Realm Reborn areas. Oh, it's still there. A gentle breeze rustles the leaves of the Guardian Tree as the antiquated stone vessel sits unmoving underneath. Nevertheless, you cannot help but feel a shiver up your spine. Well, let's open it up. Sometime today. Huh? You have freed me! Much appreciated indeed! But where are my manners? Whisper at your service! I am a yokai, a supernatural being! I know, you are wondering why I was in that spooky stone capsule. I was floating along, taking in the scenery, when night fell and I lost sight of the path. I wandered until I came across a small boy and asked him how to return to Bent Branch. But that self-righteous horned child declared me an unnatural presence in the forest and locked me away. Oh, I was so horribly cramped. Why would he do such a thing to an innocent visitor of his lands? I never said I was an evil supernatural being. I was defenseless, I tell you! Utterly defenseless, unwary, vulnerable! Anyway, I happen to come from a tribe of yokai who know how to reward their liberators properly, and therefore, I have a gift to bestow upon you, my new corporeal friend. Here. That impressive device is called a Yokai Watch. It will allow you to encounter other supernatural beings like myself. With that on your wrist, the mundane will become magnificent. Oh, the unbelievable things you'll see with that watch. If it weren't broken. Now, do not think I would give my savior a watch entirely beyond repair. It's just that I had not found someone worthy enough for a long time. My friend had been meaning to take a look at it, but... Would you happen to be knowing Horned Aura? Yes, that's him, all right. He sent you to rescue me. Splendid! So he was waiting for me at the Gold Saucer, was he? Had I not gotten lost and put in my precarious position, I surely would have set off for the desert at once. Let us depart without delay. If you give the watch to him when we arrive, I am sure he will repair it for you. And then it will allow you to encounter unbelievable beings like myself. Ooh, okay. Wasn't kidding about the freaking long-winded part. I forgot how long-winded he was. Alright, back at the Gold Saucer. We are going to come back to the Wandering Executive. So many new people to freaking do this shit. Wandering Executive? Oh, Whisper. Whew! We've reached the Gold Saucer at last! Now would be the opportune moment to present my power with that stylish yokai watch I conferred upon you. He'll find a way to mend it in no time since he's a creator. A creative sort. Whisper explained everything that transpired. What luck you were able to find my friend. Had you not, I would have never known he had been sealed inside that vessel. You have my sincerest gratitude. He told me you have something to show me as well. Ah, I see. So he decided to give you the Yokai Watch. A broken Yokai Watch, rather. However, there's no need to worry. Whatever my spirited companion did to it appears to be completely repairable. Wait a moment while I get out my tools. Yes, I see. Unjam the slot. Set that hand back a couple of ticks. Polish up the face and... Success! Your watch is now in excellent shape. Go on, take it. And a bargain is a bargain. You wish to know more about my mysterious minions, yes? I'm certain Whisper mentioned the yokai to you. I brought a handful of these supernatural beings with me from my homeland. Like Whisper, this feisty feline is a yokai, but from a different tribe. Some yokai grow to be quite friendly once they get to know you. Others, however, are mischievous and to blame for otherwise inexplicable happenings. If you wish, I can introduce you to the more affable ones I brought. Should the yokai warm up to you, they become stalwart allies who you can summon to fight at your command. Well, at the Gold Saucer anyway. But there is a slight caveat. I cannot accept Eorzean currency for my services. I deal primarily in yokai metals. I'm feeling generous since you helped me retrieve Whisper, so I'll give you one for free. To obtain more, well, that's where your yokai watch will come in handy. Should you chance upon certain fateful happenings, put the watch on your wrist and you shall be rewarded for your meritorious deeds. In addition to the yokai, I also brought other wares which may interest an adventurer like you. Exotic weapons, specially designed by the fine artisans of my company. We accept legendary metals as payment for these weapons. Here, should our weapons suit your taste, this yokai medallion will prove useful in explaining where you can obtain the necessary legendary metals for such weapon. A bit of an inconvenience, I know, but I'd be a terrible businessman if I simply gave all wares away for free. Whew. Whisper's long-windedness is starting to rub off on me. Feel free to speak with me about the yokai or the weapons at your leisure. I still have a few loose ends to tie up here at the Gold Saucer, so trust that I won't be wandering for a while. Oh, and my real name is Nohi. Yes, Nohi. Glad to finally make your acquaintance. Yokai medals are a symbol of entering a sacred bond. More than a friendship, more than a marriage. With the yokai watch, you will be able to gain those medals. I told you that it would allow you to encounter unbelievable beings, didn't I? The collection is expanded. The Yokai Medallion obtained. Yokai medals can be obtained by completing fates while equipped with the Yokai Watch. Yokai medals can be found at fates in the following areas. The Black Shroud in Central, East, South, and North Shroud. La Noscia in Middle, Lower, Western, Upper, and Outer. Thanalan in Central, Western, Eastern, and Southern. Note that they did not say Northern Thanalan on here, so don't try it. Also excluded is Mordona. And in the Kurthus Western Highlands, the Sea of Clouds, the Dravanian Forelands, the Churning Mists, and the Dravanian Hinterlands. Azisla, the Fringes, the Peaks, the Locks, the Ruby Sea, Yanja, and the Azdim Steppe. Legendary medals can be obtained, albeit at a low probability, by participating in fates in areas designated in the Yokai Medallion while accompanied by the Yokai minion designated on the medal. The Yokai Medallion can be accessed from the collection menu or the minion guide. Now then, we've got the achievement End of Watch. We've got the Yokai Medallion, which we can find in our collection, which has a total of 17 yokais. Now, we're going to obtain each of them one at a time, but we're going to switch to a different all for that. So, let's get over to it, shall we? All right, we are now on Senryo Kogane, who has every medallion, every yokai medal we need. So, like said before, you need to be equipped with the Yokai Watch in order to gain yokai medals from fates. we have literally collected all 51 medals that we need, because each minion needs 3 yokai medals each. So, let's collect each of them in order. A pleasure to see you again. Have you come to meet more yokai, or perhaps browse my array of special goods? We'll purchase minions. And we'll start with Koma-san. Let's get you acquainted then. Meet your new friend, Koma-san. I hope you two will get along. And of course, with each yokai you get the Watch Me If You Can achievement. So, let's go with the next one, which is Whisper. Let's get you acquainted then. Meet your new friend, Whisper. All right. Next is Blizzaria. Blizzaria is kind of cute. Next. I hate that we have to do these one at a time. QB. Next up, Komajiro. Actually, now that I think on it, let me just check the minion guide right quick, because... Oh, yeah, they're still over here. Yeah, Koma-san and Komajiro look, Oh, yeah, that's right. Komajiro and Koma-san are brothers, if I remember right. I've never played Yokai Watch at all. I've never seen the anime, so this was just something that kind of threw me for a loop the first time it showed up. Next is Manjimut. Next, we have Noko. Next on the list, Venoct. I kind of wish they had, like, separate dialogue for everything, but eh. Next is Shogunyan. Now, Hovernyan. We're going through all the nyans today. And last from the... Oh, wait, no, there's 2 more from the Arome Reborn. The Robonyan F-Type. And last from the Arome Reborn bits, Usapyon. I don't know why they capitalized USA in there, but, you know, I don't question it. I'm probably butchering the name anyway. Anyway, next we have... Oh, yeah. Then we have the achievement unlocked. You must needs befriend them all. Which gives us the Whisper Go key, which we will show off in a little bit. Continuing on, we have the ones from the Heaven's Ward end of things. Or actually, the Heaven's Ward and Stormblood ends. First, we have Lord Enma. Next, Lord Ananta. Next, Zazel. And finally, to complete all the minions out, Damona. Who basically looks like the twin of Blizzaria. I'm not going to really question it. What is the difference between... Nope, but now we have you must needs befriend them all too. Which didn't give us anything, but now we have all the yokai minions. Now, let's talk about the yokai medallion a little bit. Once we unlock each and every one of these once we unlock each and every minion, or each of the minions in turn, their log will get added to our yokai medallion. And if I can open up my inventory with oh, that's my armory chest. I need my inventory. I don't know keybind, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Yeah, I'm not bothering with that. So as you can see, as we add them, they get added to our yokai medallion as well. And as you can see, with each one, the fate areas that you can get the legendary medals for are listed below. So let's we will show off the Whisper Go mount. After we get back to Chris Valentine. Now, we're going to show off the weapons now, so let's get right down to it and switch over to Chris Valentine. And now we're on Chris Valentine. So, now, I have been nursing this for literal years, even before they released Zazel, Lord Ananta, Lord Enma, and Damona. And since then, my inventory has gotten very, very full thanks to this event, so I am very happy to say that I can finally put this matter to rest. Anyways, so we've got 10 each of each legendary medal. Just as a quick heads up, I don't remember which weapon I got, and I kind of glazed over it way back when. But the first weapon you get is 5 legendary medals, but the rest are 10. Or at least that's what I think. I think that's true. I want to do some small talk. Okay, he doesn't tell us. All right, so whatever weapon I got, well, it matters not anymore. So we're gonna start off on my paladin, and we're going to grab the paladin's sword and shield with our legendary Shogun Nyan medals. Sword and shield, eh? That's my favorite kind. Here you are, your whisker of the brave cat and buckler of the legendary cat. And we got otherworldly whisker and otherworldly buckler. Next, we'll move on to monk. Monk's fists, using the legendary Usapion medals. Here you are, your new weapon. Go on, try it out. And the achievement, Otherworldly Ears. Nice. Next, for Warrior, we have a nice new axe, courtesy of Jibanyan. Here you are, your new weapon. Go on, try it out. The Paw of the Crimson Cat, which apparently I had gotten beforehand, because there was no achievement out of that. All right, next up for Dragoon, we have our weapon courtesy of Venoct. And the achievement, Otherworldly Spear, is now ours. Next, we have our Bard weapon. And this one comes courtesy of none other than Whisper. Oh, I guess we got that one too. I don't remember what weapons I got and didn't get. Next up is a Disciple of Magic, our Black Mage, courtesy of... Oh, whoops. Our Black Mage, courtesy of Blizzaria. Now we go back, we continue on with Disciples of Magic with the Summoner's Grimoire, which is courtesy of Manjimut. Manjimut, I don't know. I'm butchering names today. And we've got the achievement, Otherworldly Book. Next, we switch on to Scholar. And the Scholar's Codex, courtesy of Komajiro. This must be one of the finest exchanges I've had in my travels. I cannot recall the last time an adventurer purchased so many of my weapons. I must say I'm impressed. Ah, it appears my old friend has come to visit me. Well, don't be shy now. Come on over. Oh, my apologies, Nohi. I did not want to intrude. I want to look like a lively conversation between the two of you. I'll say, Chris just finished acquiring 13 of my finest weapons. Built himself quite an arsenal, he did. 13? Well then, allow me to extend my congratulations to you as well. It must have been as tedious as taming a war lion. I can imagine how thrilled you must feel, having obtained long sought-after rewards. Yes, indeed, tantalizing rewards for adventurers who throw themselves headfirst into the heat of savage battles. Wouldn't you agree, my minstrel friend? Wait just a moment. We need not discuss such complicated matters now. After all, we are in the midst of celebrating his achievement, are we not? Indeed. It's a shame my stay in Eorzea is only temporary. I'm rather curious to see what becomes of your story. Rather, on behalf of my company, I would like to... Right, have fun, you two. Hey, come back here! I still have some affairs to speak with you about! He's always so elusive when I mention the savagery of combat. Nevertheless, I was saying perhaps we can go on an adventure of our own somewhere in the future. As friends. Until then, Chris. And we've got the achievement Otherworldly Codex. Alright, let's continue with White Mage. Oh, an achievement unlocked. More inventory slots, please. Alright. Oh yeah, Warrior of Magic. Or Disciple of Magic. White Mage's Cane, courtesy of Komasan. I forgot I got the gun. I forgot I probably got the gun blade. Moving on to Ninja, the final A Realm Reborn job. We have our knives courtesy of QB. Alright, moving on to Heaven's Ward jobs. We have our Dark Knight weapon, which comes courtesy of Hovernyan. And the achievement Otherworldly Fang. Next, Machinist, which I used to dick around with on this endeavor. We have the Machinist Muskatoon, courtesy of Robonyan F-Type. Ooh, okay. In the achievement Otherworldly Musket. Next, Astrologian and the globe courtesy of Noko. And the achievement Otherworldly Globe. I think we're almost done. The Samurai's Katana, courtesy of Zazel. Feels like that should be a Dark Knight weapon, though. The Red Mage's Rapier, coming courtesy of Lord Ananta. Oh, and another cutscene. My word! It seems you have claimed one of each of the weapons I have on offer. I cannot imagine how you could possibly carry such an arsenal, let alone actually use it, but I feel congratulations are in order. And it would appear that another unlikely event is about to unfold, for my friend the minstrel has returned from his wandering. I do hope I am not interrupting your celebrations. But am I to understand that someone has at last collected a full set of those charming instruments of destruction? A fine achievement, even if only for achievement's sake. To have done so in such a short span of time is commendable indeed. Perhaps I should have charged for more of them for them. If you had, I have no doubt this fine young adventurer would have risen to the challenge regardless. But rather than speak on your behalf, mayhap you might share your thoughts on this momentous undertaking. Oh, how I would love to answer with I'd rather scrub a behemoth's backside than do that again. But I'm gonna say I feel my efforts were amply rewarded. In which case, I can rest assured that the challenge I set forth was both fair and worthwhile for all involved. In any case, the deed is done and the time has come for me to bid you farewell. Until our paths next cross, adventurer. Where might his wandering take him next? I wonder. Like him, you are also not one to stay in one place over long. I pray that when next we meet, we might have some new tales to share. Take care, my friend. And we got Otherworldly Rapier. But I do have a couple more weapons to grab because I don't know where I put anything in my inventory. And we've got the achievement, more inventory slots, please, too. Alright, let's get the last of these weapons with the final two in the set from the Shadowbringers era. The Gunbreaker's Gunblade, which comes courtesy of Lord Enma. And finally, for Dancer, the Dancer's Chakrams, which come courtesy of Daemona. And now we have each and every weapon. Let me check my armory just to make sure these are all in there. Oh yeah, they're in there all right. It was a tight fit, but we managed to do it. Oh wait, nope, some of them are still left out here. Sort. But yeah, now we've got them all. Whew. I'm honestly glad to be done with that. But you've also got the we've also got the Yokai Watch Framers Kit, which I'm going to show off in our Adventurer plate as a custom. So that's how the Yokai Watch plate looks. Not bad. I might utilize some of the parts, but we shall see on that. I actually like what I've got so far. And then we have 3 new furniture items, which we're going to go to Bloomy's Cafe to check out. Now, we'll first talk about them. There's the Wibbly Wobbly set in Jibanyan, Komasan, and Usapion, each available for 5,000 MGP apiece. And they pretty much look like they're pretty much just decorations to put around your private estate. Now, I put all 3 of ours in Bloomy's Cafe for shits and grins. Komasan sits up top here, on top of the display case. Jibanyan is sitting right here with a cup of coffee. And then downstairs, I hid Usapion behind the shark. Kind of looks like he's stalking the shark, I don't know. But yeah, that's it for the Yokai Watch event. It's a grind and a half, but I mean, if you like Yokai Watch and you like the look of the weapons and you want to get more achievements, no better time to do it than now. Anyways, the Yokai Watch event concludes this year's Yokai Watch event ends on October 5th, 2026. So you have, at the very least, a couple of months to really get in there and get your yokai. But with that being said, that's going to conclude this special seasonal episode of The Sanctuary. Thank you all for watching. We hope you all enjoyed the show. If you're watching the live stream on Twitch, stay tuned for more. But if you haven't done it yet, click the follow button and turn on notifications so you're well informed. If you're watching on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more. Click here to watch all of our seasonal events that we've done so far, and click here to watch the next seasonal event when it comes out. Until then, we'll see you next time.